And she was like, don't sweat the small stuff, girl. And I'm like, actually, none of it's small. I'm like, I kind of have a lot going on. Good morning, happy Wednesday. I feel like it has been far too long since I caught up with you guys, and I have a lot cooking in the background, okay? And I'm finally ready to share everything that's been going on with my life. We're gonna kick off this morning with what I like to call desk makeup, and I think I'm gonna make this a series because if you guys know me, you know I am running late 99.9% of the time. So what ends up happening is I do my skincare in the bathroom, and then I'm kind of doing my makeup at my desk as I'm catching up on emails because I'm nothing without a little multitasking. Also, in case you're wondering, I am using Photo Booth as my mirror. Also, I got a new camera. I have the DJI Osmo Pro. I have the DJI Pocket 3 for on-the-go vlogging, but a limitation with that camera is the color is always a little bit off, and I am not somebody who color grades, okay? I spend money on cameras and I need the camera to do the thing. You know what I mean? So anyways, I got this one, which is already picking up indoor color a lot better. Usually when I'm out and about with the DJI, it gives what it needs to give, and it's actually pretty good in like low light settings at concerts or just generally sunny days out and about. Where I have the biggest color issues are like in my bathroom, everything. I've said it so many times, like I look dead. But I did try to film a Sephora sale favorites on my DJI like 2 weeks ago, and I went to upload the footage. I'm like, I look gray, I look ugly. So let me know if I look gray and ugly here. Anyways, for today's desk makeup, we have the CL Skin Tint, which I did just get in the Sephora sale. If you know, you know, I usually use the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Tint, which is super hydrating and I love it so much. But going into the summer, I wanted something that had SPF 50 in it because like I said, I'm trying to multitask as much as possible. For the sake of time, we're skipping concealer today, but for a little bronze, we're going for the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. For blush, we're doing the Rhode Pocket Blush in the shade Sleepy Girl. Fenty Invisimatte powder to set it. As always, my millennial is showing with this Hoola bronzer. Hourglass blush in the shade Sublime Flush, and I am convinced that this stuff just will never run out. I've had it for 3 years and there's a dent, but it's still going strong. My favorite mascara, which is the L'Oreal Double Lash Extend. And then for lip, we'll do the Makeup Forever pencil in the shade Wherever Walnut. And another product I picked up in the Sephora sale, which is this Le Choo Choo Lip Softening Balm from Edam. Oh, it smells so good. I got the shade Sakura Shaved Ice. I feel like I just have not been sleeping at all this week. Might be because it's that time of the month. Is this too dark? I got this in shade 5 to be like my summer shade. But now I'm like, oh, I don't know. We'll see if it shears out. I haven't applied it with a brush before, and I feel like that's making it look a lot more pigmented. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, I feel like I just have not been sleeping very much lately because I have so much on my mind. And I was talking to my mom yesterday and she's like, don't sweat the small stuff. And I'm like, I'm not sweating the small stuff. The thing is, this is like a huge year for me. And I feel like I can talk about this a little bit more now that I spilled the beans on TikTok that Cam and I are back together, which I did have to address because I started wearing my ring again. But I feel like I've been moving in silence for the past year and I just have a lot in the works. Cam and I are getting married in October, and wedding planning aside, I'm also planning bachelorette, shower. Also, I'm moving to Oklahoma. I'll cover that more in another video and like what led to that decision and how I'm feeling about it. But logistics wise, I am all over the damn place. I've moved a lot in the past 6 years, but it's all been short distance moves, like in Chicago. I've never done a cross-country move before, and I definitely don't want to underestimate it. So between finding a place to live, getting my ass actually out of Chicago physically, getting my travel plans for the summer solidified, planning the bachelorette, planning the wedding. Last night I was like talking to my mom like, I'm gonna combust. And she was like, don't sweat the small stuff, girl. And I'm like, actually none of it's small. I'm like, I kind of have a lot going on. And it's all good stuff, and it's all stuff that I'm like so excited for, but there's only so many hours in a day. And this is where being type B is truly a blessing and a curse, because I've made some progress on all of the things, but I haven't gotten anything over the finish line. And I feel like when projects are halfway done and I know what I still need to do, I just get really overwhelmed. And to lock it all in, the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Oh, I love this stuff. Oh my God, this shit is luxurious, you guys. I feel like I'm cheating on my Ole Hendrickson lip balm. Also, for those of you who shopped the Sephora sale, are you also broke right now? I'm telling you, I did so much damage. I still have 2 orders on the way, but I have to remind myself that like I am pretty good at not shopping outside of the Sephora sale. Like I don't pick up stuff at Sephora willy-nilly, but when you have a running list for 6 months of things that you need to restock and also other things that you want to try, the cart value goes up quite a bit. The cart value goes up quite a bit. Okay, this is today's desk makeup, just enough to make me look a little bit more alive and to outwardly project that I have my life together, even though it is in shambles. Okay, the workday has officially begun, so we're gonna lock in for a few hours. I do have a nail appointment today after work that I will take you guys to, so I will chat with you guys later. Okay, I'm actually so annoyed. I just went to make a matcha. Most disgusting thing I've ever tasted in my life. At first, I thought that the straw that I was sipping out of had like dirty dishwasher liquid in it, but then I gave it another sniff, and the new oat milk that I tried from Whole Foods was the offender. I tried something new because Whole Foods does not have the Chobani vanilla oat milk that I like. Long story short, I'm so mad that I just spent 5 minutes making a matcha. Like I'm telling you, I was pureeing strawberries for the bottom. Like I was getting into it. Get into it, girl. Listen, I'm not super picky, but something about this tasted foul, so I poured it down the drain. And I fear that the only way that I can get myself out of this matcha-related funk is to go get some at Layla and Ringo's. So I'm gonna relocate, which is good for my brain sometimes anyway. I'll work from there. I'll order a strawberry matcha. Also, I just realized my nail appointment is tomorrow and not today, so I can stay there for a little bit longer. So let's do it. You guys want to know what I just spent the last 3 hours doing, and I have nothing to show for it? I saw this video on TikTok of this girl passing out in Chipotle, and all of the comments were like talking about the bystanders and how they were slow to respond. So I was like, oh my God, I have an interesting take on this, I guess. Not take, but I went into a story time and then it turned into a video of like explaining what to do in the situation, and then I was about to post it after doing all of my tweaks and refinements, and ChatGPT confirmed that legally I cannot be doing that. So that's a hard pill to swallow because I still think the video is like educational, and while it's well intentioned, it's just not safe. It's not safe. So I'll use this opportunity to tell everybody, at the very least, please get BLS certified, because there are going to be scenarios like in this Chipotle where you might be waiting for somebody more qualified than you to step in, but if there's not, it's better to be prepared for that and to know what you can do to not leave people hanging, especially if it's an issue of like giving CPR. That's all I'll say. As I was dictating to ChatGPT a 7-minute script for my TikTok, I did heat up my food and started eating it. Let me play with these settings. Okay, do we think auto is better? I don't know. I don't even know. But anyways, I am eating my leftover salmon and green beans and rice. And it's just okay, but it's getting the job done. I'm gonna FaceTime Cam back, we're gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna take my makeup off. I really hate wasting time, I really do. And that was a big time suck for what? Hey!
What's up?
Nothing, I'm just eating my leftovers.
Nice, Jack.
Thank you, it's rented. Newly.
Are you about to make it a permanent part of the wardrobe, or do you not do that? Can you not do that?
You can. I've done that with like a pair of jeans and my leather jacket, but I don't know, this I would have to buy it for $106, and I don't think it's worth $106.
Oh, it's definitely worth it. It's so cool.
Maybe I will then. Maybe I will. Twist my arm. I feel like I barely got to anything on my to-do list today, which is really bumming me out, and I'm really upset at the 2 hours that I wasted on that freaking TikTok that I'm not even gonna post. And when I'm in a funk like this and down and hard on myself, it is very difficult for me to get out. And sometimes the best solution to that for me is to take my sleep gummies and just start over tomorrow. And that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna see what footage we got from this vlog with this camera. The best thing about it so far from a functional standpoint is that I have a mic up here on top of the camera, so I don't have to wear that freaking, what's it called? the portable mic thing, the clip-on mic, which always does bother me in my content. The tripod that I have to put this on is a lot more heavy duty than one that I would put my phone on. Like whenever you're putting your phone on a tripod, a gust of wind comes and your phone's on the floor. These cameras are heavier and a lot more expensive. So I had to invest in like a more heavy duty one, but I'm telling you, it is a pain in the ass to move around and adjust the legs. Like there's not a quick setup option here. Every time I change location, I am having to unscrew. And annoyingly, the screws on this are opposite of what you think. Like it's righty loosey, lefty tighty. Yeah. That. So that's breaking my brain. Fingers crossed that when I upload this footage right now, I'm pleased with it, or else I'm gonna spiral. Actually, I don't know if I should do this right now because it might, let's say the mic wasn't plugged in this entire time, all day, or it wasn't functioning in the way that I thought it was. I can't even bear to think of the crash out that would ensue. So if you're seeing this, we're safe, we made it. Please, please, please subscribe to my channel. I promise I won't do that again if you subscribe to my channel. I will say with my new management, I am trying to get a lot more consistent with the content. We're trying some new things. I'm trying to get in a good groove. So I'm hoping that means for us, we see each other a lot more on this app. But if you guys could throw me a pity like, that would be very helpful just to validate, the time that I sink into these things, which I do enjoy doing, but it is motivating. It was so nice catching up with you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.